Building a workflow is only half the job. Testing it is the other half. In this lecture, you will learn how to properly test your workflows before deploying them. This is where many AI projects fail. They skip testing, deploy unreliable automations, and lose trust. Proper testing ensures consistency, reliability, and confidence. Testing is critical because AI systems are not always deterministic. The same input can produce slightly different outputs. You are not testing for exact matches, but for acceptable results. Real-world data is often messy. Your workflow will encounter unexpected formats, missing fields, and unusual inputs. Integration points can also fail. APIs may go down, formats may change, and rate limits may be reached. Your workflow must handle these situations gracefully. Trust in automation requires verification. Before deploying anything to production or clients, you must be confident that it works. A structured testing approach helps achieve this. The first phase is testing the normal flow. Use expected inputs and confirm that the workflow behaves correctly. The second phase is testing edge cases. Provide unusual or incomplete inputs and observe how the system handles them. The third phase is testing failure scenarios. Simulate conditions where dependencies fail and verify that the workflow handles errors properly. Let us consider a practical example. If you are processing invoices, first test with a standard invoice and verify that all required fields are extracted correctly. Next, test with unusual cases such as handwritten invoices, foreign currency, or missing fields. Then test failure conditions such as corrupted files or unavailable APIs. Ensure that the workflow does not crash and provides meaningful responses. A good testing process follows a checklist. Confirm that the basic flow works. Verify that empty and malformed inputs are handled. Check performance with larger inputs. Ensure that missing data is identified. Validate that API failures and rate limits are handled. Confirm that outputs are correct and error messages are useful. Another effective approach is test-driven workflow development. Before building the workflow, define your test cases. Clearly describe the input and the expected outcome. Then build the workflow to satisfy those test cases. Once implemented, run all tests and review the results. This approach improves reliability and reduces rework. Regression testing is also important. Every time you modify a workflow, run your tests again. Changes can introduce new issues or break existing functionality. Keeping a set of test cases allows you to validate changes quickly. You can also automate testing, create scripts that run multiple test scenarios and validate outputs. This allows you to execute all tests with a single command and ensures consistency. After deployment, monitoring becomes essential. Log all workflow executions, including inputs, outputs, and errors. Set up alerts for failures so issues can be addressed quickly. Track success rates and monitor overall performance. Review logs periodically to identify patterns and improve the workflow. Testing can be summarized in key stages. First, validate the basic flow, then test unusual inputs. Next, simulate failures. After that, ensure changes do not break existing functionality. Finally, monitor real-world usage in production. This structured approach ensures that your workflows are reliable, resilient, and ready for real-world use. In the next section, you will learn how to deploy workflows and run them automatically. See you in the next lecture.